From this video, we will talk about the new South Carolina 401, Administering Information Security in Microsoft 365 replacement of South Carolina 400. What is the South Carolina 401 exam? Why is the South Carolina 401 certification important? Who should take the South Carolina 401 exam? Key exam topics. Key differences: South Carolina 401 versus South Carolina 400. 1. You have a Microsoft 365 E5 subscription that contains a Microsoft SharePoint online site named Site 1. You need to implement Microsoft Purview Data Lifecycle Management. What should you create first? A retention label. B. A sensitivity label policy. C. An auto-labeling policy. D. A data loss prevention (DLP) policy. Answer: A. 2. You have a Microsoft 365 E5 tenant. You need to add a new keyword dictionary. What should you create? A trainable classifier. B. A retention policy. C. A sensitivity label. D. A sensitive info type. Answer: D. 3. You need to meet the technical requirements for the creation of the sensitivity labels. To which user or users must you assign the sensitivity label administrator role? A. Admin 1 only. B. Admin 1 and Admin 4 only. C. Admin 1 and Admin 5 only. D. Admin 1, Admin 2, and Admin 3 only. E. Admin 1, Admin 2, Admin 4, and Admin 5 only. Answer: D. 4. You need to meet the retention requirement for the user's Microsoft 365 data. What is the minimum number of retention policies required to achieve the goal? A. 1. B. 2. C. 3. D. 4. E. 6. Answer: B. 5. You have a Microsoft 365 E5 subscription that contains a Microsoft Teams channel named Channel 1. Channel 1 contains research and development documents. You plan to implement Microsoft 365 Copilot for the subscription. You need to prevent the contents of files stored in Channel 1 from being included in answers generated by Copilot and shown to unauthorized users. What should you use? A. Data loss prevention (DLP). B. Microsoft Purview Insider Risk Management. C. Microsoft Purview Information Barriers (IBs). D. Sensitivity labels. Answer: D. 6. You have a Microsoft 365 E5 subscription. You need to create a sensitivity label named Label 1. The solution must ensure that users can use Microsoft 365 Copilot to summarize files that have Label 1 applied. Which permission should you select for Label 1? A. Export content, export. B. Copy and extract content, extract. C. Edit content, docedit. D. View rights, view. Answer B. 7. You have a Microsoft 365 E5 subscription. You need to enable support for sensitivity labels in Microsoft SharePoint Online. What should you use? A. The Microsoft Purview Portal. B. The Microsoft Entra Admin Center. C. The SharePoint Admin Center. D. The Microsoft 365 Admin Center. Answer C. 8. You have a Microsoft 365 subscription. You need to customize encrypted email for the subscription. The solution must meet the following requirements. Ensure that when an encrypted email is sent, the email includes the company logo. Minimize administrative effort. Which PowerShell CMD should you run? A. Set IRM configuration. B. Set OME configuration. C. Set RMS template. D. New OME configuration. Answer B. 9. You have a Microsoft 365 E5 subscription. You need to ensure that encrypted email messages sent to an external recipient can be revoked or will expire within 7 days. What should you configure first? A. A custom branding template most voted. B. A mail flow rule. C. A sensitivity label. D. A conditional access policy. Answer C. 10. You have a Microsoft SharePoint online site named Site 1 that contains a document library. The library contains more than 1,000 documents. Some of the documents are job applicant resumes. All the documents are in the English language. You plan to apply a sensitivity label automatically to any document identified as a resume. Only documents that contain work experience, education, and accomplishments must be labeled automatically. You need to identify and categorize the resumes. The solution must minimize administrative effort. What should you include in the solution? A. A trainable classifier. B. A keyword dictionary. C. A function. D. An exact data match, EDM, classifier. Answer A. Subscribe and like past question.